Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Atifa Zatim Tibaidillah, and for my public speaking task today, which is demonstrative speech, I'll be talking about how to read body language. Yay! Okay, so body language is actually a really useful source of information for how you want to get to know more about that person, or if you want to know what that person thinks about you. It's actually also a sort of form of reading that person's mind. So, in a study conducted a few years back, they found out that actually only 7% of our communication is based on the words that come out of our mouth. The other 38% is based on your tone of voice, and the remaining 55% is based on your body language. A study conducted by Talent Search also found out that those who work in the upper echelons of your workforce, which amounts for about like 90% of these people, actually have a very high EQ, which is emotional quotient. Now, what is emotional quotient? Emotional quotient is the opposite of intelligence quotient, or IQ, where IQ is about your smartness, like how fast you can do maths and stuff like that. EQ is about how you understand that person, your empathy, and how you know how to react to when a person is upset or angry. That's your EQ. So this just shows that emotional quotient, emotional intelligence, and how to read body language is actually a really crucial part of our everyday life, and is also important in our future work life. So let's learn about body language. Firstly, and this is the really basic one, the kind that you hear all the time, is about crossed arms and crossed legs. Now, people who cross their arms and cross their legs are mostly associated with the kind of people who are emotionally detached from you, who do not want to accept your ideas, and the people who are just naturally uncomfortable with you. Now, that might be the case because when you're not comfortable with a person or you want to reject their ideas, your body would naturally react by like protecting yourself from that person and anything that comes out from his mouth. But in other words, there are also some people who are just comfortable sitting in this position, like when that person is really cold, which in my case is when I study at NX 101, just freezing cold. I would sit in this position. Or when that person is just uncomfortable, like when they don't have a place to rest their elbows, they would also sit in this position. So it also depends on that person's habits. Like some people just feel comfortable sitting like this, and some people, when they do that, it means that they're getting away from you and they're not comfortable with you. Another sign is the genuine smile. Now, I'm sure that most of you girls, like when you take pictures, you smile. But is that a genuine smile or a fake smile? Now, for a genuine smile, or a Duquesne smile in the scientific term of the word, is when you smile and it actually goes to your eyes. Like in the sense, like when you're really happy and you smile, you get like these crow's feet around your eyes. Like your eyes get really small and you can see a lot of wrinkles. That's a genuine smile. But when it's a fake smile, it's like you're just and it just, you don't see that happiness through that person's eyes. Now that's a fake smile. So when a person is laughing at your joke or smiling at your joke and you don't see anything around their eyes, they're faking it. Another thing is copying your body language. Now this can be found common in your best friend or your husband, not boyfriend, your husband or your parents or your really close siblings. When you're really close with that person, you tend to copy their body language. Like if you guys watch or read Twilight before it got really disgusting, there was this part where Edward and Bella sort of move their bodies around each other. Like when he turns that way and she turns that way, and when he changes his body position, she also changes. It's like they're two parts of planets that sort of rotate around each other. Now this is actually the same case for this thing, copying your body language, where when you're really comfortable with that person or you're really close with that person, you sort of change your body posture when that person changes their body posture. Like when you're having a really good conversation with your friend and she shifts a little bit and then you shift a little bit, that's a good thing, because that sort of means that you understand each other and you get on well with each other. Another thing is about posture. Now, this is really important because posture is not only good for you getting to know that person, but it's also good for your health. Like, generally, you're supposed to sit up straight and tall, but another thing is that posture shows how you're confident with yourself. Like, when you walk tall and like you stand focused to your goal, that sort of shows that you're really confident with yourself. But when you're not, you tend to like walk while looking down, and you're not really walking straight. Like you're not really showing off your body. That shows that you're not confident with yourself. And I get a lot of talk, like people like to say that they see me as really arrogant when they first get to know me. I don't know what I carry about myself. I don't know like what's wrong with me, but through my sort of deduction, and correct me if I'm wrong, I just think that it's because of my posture. Because I'm naturally actually a really shy person, so to not show how shy I am, I tend to walk without looking at other people and just looking in front and walking really fast and holding myself really tall and straight. So I think maybe that sort of overconfidence is too much for some people, and that can be misconstrued as me being arrogant, but that's just me making my own deduction. I don't really know what's wrong with myself. So thank you. That's all I know about body language for now, and I'm already out of stuff to talk about. So I hope that this talk helps you in a way that you know how to present yourself and to fake yourself that you're actually comfortable with that person. And I hope that it will help you in your future communications with your friends and your new friends possibly. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.